What if the real message behind this new wage rule is simple? Foreign talent is welcome, only if big companies want you. I'm Jing immigration lawyer. This new Department of Labor's proposal on determining prevailing wage matters so much. On March 27, 2026, Department of Labor published a proposal to determine prevailing wage. Prevailing wage is the first step for H-1B, H-1B1, E-3, and perm processing. Foreign workers in the US are very familiar with the category I just mentioned because this is their working visa and employment-based green card. Under the proposal, level 1 wage would jump from the 17th percentile to 34th percentile. Level 2 jump from 34th percentile to 52nd, and level 3 from 50th to 70th, and level 4 from 67th percentile to 88th percentile. Let me give you a simple software developer's example. Using the current statistics, post the current 17th percentile level 1 wage would be $88,000 per year. If under the new proposal, level 1 wage will jump from $88,000 per year to $112,000 per year. This is roughly a $24,000 increase just for entry-level position as an example. So this is approximation based on national percentile data. Actual prevailing wage depending on the occupation and the geographic area. Now, DOL says, oh, this proposal is about better protecting US workers and bringing foreign workers' wage closer to the similarity employed US workers. The agency says the current methodology has kept the wage too low for too long, and its own analysis found an average age gap for more than $19,000 per worker between the foreign worker and US worker. This is totally aligned with President Trump's executive order requested DOL to increase the prevailing wage. But for many foreign workers, the bigger story is not higher pay. The bigger story is access. If the entry-level floor rises this sharply, many startups, smaller consulting firms, community employers, and budget-sensitive business may decide very simply cannot sponsor at all. DOL itself acknowledged that this proposal would impose significant additional wage costs on smaller entities. In fact, DOL estimated the average additional annual wage cost per small entity at about $20,298, 18% increase of the cost. So yes, in theory, some workers who still get sponsored could benefit from higher salaries. But I think the greater concern is that many workers may never even get an offer at the first place. And then that happens. The people best positioned to absorb the new wage floors are usually the largest company with the deepest budget, not the smaller business that often rely on flexibility and specialized hiring to grow. That last point is my analysis, but it is strongly supported by DOL's own admission that small entities would face meaningful financial strain under the proposal. That's why many people see this proposal as more than a wage rule. They will see it as a structured policy choice that could concentrate sponsorship power in the hands of bigger employers while making it much harder for small business to hire foreign talents. Whether that's the administration's intention or not, this is a very real likely a fact if this rule becomes final. The proposal is not final yet, and public comments are due by May 26, 2026. This proposal may raise wage protection on paper, but for many foreign workers, the more immediate reality could be fewer sponsorship opportunities, fewer entry-level options, and a labor market tilted even more towards the biggest company. I'm Jamie Fan, immigration lawyer. Hope it helps.